inquiry has been impertinent, but I had not supposed any secrecy intended, for they openly correspond and their engagement is universally talked of.
And how is Miss Dashwood? How long have you been in town?
Good God, Willoughby! What is the meaning of this? Have you not received my letters? Will you not shake hands with me?
I did myself the honor of calling here last Tuesday, and very much regretted not finding yourselves and Miss Jennings at home.
Well, this engagement is fulfilled. It is with great regret that I return the letters with which I have been honored from you, and the lock of hair which you obligingly bestowed upon me. I am, dear Madame, your most obedient, humble servant, John Willoughby.
Exert yourself, dear Marianne. If you would not kill yourself and all who love you, think of your mother, think of her torment while you suffer.
Little as well as great.
Then, Mr. Edwards, and how galling it must be for someone to have his younger brother inherit the inheritance which by rights should have belonged to him.
20th year is well nigh past, since first our sky was overcast. Oh, would that this might be the last, my Mary. Thy spirits have a fainter flow. I see thee daily weaker grow.
It should be better soon. You'll see, up and running around in no time, tumbling down hills and winning hearts.
Is the sensible part of Sense and Sensibility. She's very selfless, that in which she puts everyone else above herself, even when she feels the most horrible pain she's ever experienced in her life. But I think towards the end, she learns that it's okay to express her feelings once in a while.
It's more about sensibility. She's very, well, she's kind of the opposite of Eleanor, obviously. She's very selfish and self-centered. She falls in love twice, and I guess back in those days it was a very big thing.
Instigator here. She's the one that creates that love triangle that is, Edward and Eleanor, and she's the one that makes it not so easy to have them have a happy ending.
Very shy, awkward man who's not really good with communicating. He's, as he says, he's no orator. He does not like talking with others. He doesn't like expressing things. He comes through a complication in his life where he falls in love with one woman 5 years prior to where he meets the woman he ends up marrying, his true love.
His landed gentry, a wealthy gentleman, who comes to the rescue of Mrs. Dashwood and the two daughters, Eleanor and Marianne. He allows them to live on his property in a cottage. He is somewhat of a silly man. He enjoys a good time, but he has a heart of gold.
He's a somewhat quiet man. He seems reserved, and he's in love with Marianne, which is, the first half of the story, in love with Willoughby. And as it turns out, Willoughby and Colonel Brandon have a past, at least through another person, and Colonel Brandon doesn't quite like him.
He's got a lot of positives about him, but he's a womanizer, a philanderer. He goes around breaking everybody's heart, but he gets his heart broken.
Jane Knight, which as someone who's a really big fan of Jane Austen, and it's one of my favorite novels, and I'd been wanting to do this play for a long time. I had read other versions that I didn't like. A lot of stage adaptations of literary works are really dry, but I found this one to be not only moving and touching and romantic, but very funny, and it's sort of been on my back burner to produce for several years, and I finally did it, and I'm so glad I did because I have the best cast possible, and I'm very proud of all of them.